Good morning, everybody. Are a little out of it today. Where my OBS crashed. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what it is that I have messed up this morning. So, oops. So we're going to start on Deadcraft's Java server. I did manage off camera to take out the last of the Woodland Mansion as far as I'm going to. So I really should just let the other person who wanted the hole know that it's all dealt with. And apparently all my timed actions have been enabled. Well, whoopsie. So, as is the normal, first thing I usually need to do when I get in. Start where the game sound.
Hello.
Ooh. Good morning, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. If you are first this morning, unofficially. And as a result of OBS crashing, so has my stream deck. One of those mornings. Good thing I had coffee. I overslept, and we have people on the server this morning, so you will see some random chatter going by, because our friend Ziptuous hasn't been on for a while, so learning his way around it, and I'm sort of half-paying to it. Only in that he's asking questions about things that I've been aware of for a while, but have not actually out. So yeah, it helps. And let's see if I can get the game sounds in here. Game audio. We'll have to see if that's too loud or too quiet. Not really sure where things are at the moment. Ah. It's no big deal at all. Okay, so, am I here? Just gotta figure out which end is up this morning. Oh. Things, there we go. Okay. Stuff and other stuff. Figure out exactly how to get myself back into the game. There we go. I will admit I stayed up a little bit too late last night, up and down the tail end of that house, because one more thing, just that one more bit, and spent some time putting things away and repairing tools and stuff, and didn't remember what it was I had planned today, so yeah, I guess I didn't have much of a plan, and as we go. That door. One thing I do need to do is need to put something back, so let's just start with that, and then we'll see what we can do. Need a breather? Okay. Oh, I know what I was... instead of the beacon. It reminded me I was going to throw down another stack of dirt just to fill in some of the stuff. The beacon had a weird little hangover, and that's not normally a problem. But I got surprised by a baby zombie who decided to hide under there. Loach. I have a half dozen cats, so following me around. They do what they do.
Hello.
Good morning, Zerk. Yeah, baby zombies are the worst. I would agree with you wholeheartedly. So I'm actually kind of glad they haven't put babies of other mobs. Mildly amusing for all of about 3 seconds, and then never again for there to be a baby Enderman. That would be really annoying and really weird. Hard enough to hit if it is. That does look kind of funny having the posse following me around. Annoying, but it's kind of cute. Oh, maybe. I know we don't need to torch spam in version of Minecraft nearly as much as we do, but it's more of a habit. Once you get into habits, there are some habits that are harmful, some habits that are just plain ugly. and then some habits you do as you do. And I think it's just the discomfort with not having the lighting. Spots start looking a little too dark. That's weird. Go to this. One more. There. That'll work. The reason I want it squared off at that spot is because I think I'd like to move the beacon over just a little bit compared to what I had before. And, yeah. You know, it was just not working for me. Let's get the... sideways. I will say once again, Zerk, thank you so much for beacons. It is definitely doing everything. I'd like to probably put it closer to the rest of the base, but still working on this.
Hello.
We get that done. Good morning, Grief, or good evening. Good 13. Stand up. Glad to see you. Good to see you, Grief. So people from the non-North American hemisphere don't have enough of a same time zone to be able to catch my streams. It doesn't really seem to matter when I do them. I don't really seem to catch them, and that's fine. But it's always a great surprise when they do have the time. Well, I hope you've been keeping well, Creeve. Haven't had a good chance to catch up and see how things are going. Usually when you pop into Dadcraft's chat, there's enough going on I don't always catch a second or two to say hello properly. See you pop by. Alright. It's funny to note that I've got a couple of different monitors for just more idly than anything else for additional viewers. The reason I like the viewer monitor is because it makes my shoutouts on my stream deck. That way I can take a look at who's watching, and the shortcut shoutout list lets me actually do a one button press to say hello to people who are to shout out people who actually chatted. And it's just
hello.
You notice the discrepancy between the Twitch monitor, which is I'm thinking utterly useless, and the button I've got going on my stream deck, because one will say 4 and the other one will say 7, and I only have one bot in that count. So 6, and it's just kind of funny because nothing's ever accurate, and I laugh because somebody told me once, yeah, not watching, but checking out Twitch viewer count, which doesn't really matter, by the way, it's not going to be up on it, but watching Twitch viewer count is kind of like one of those airplane tracker programs where you can't really see where the plane really is, and that's for security purposes, because of course they don't want people to, you can predict where it's going to be, but it's actually usually out by a few minutes on purpose, just to try and do something like attack the planes. So yeah. Well, and also when one's in DC gameplay, he's animated enough that the conversation going by is usually either about what he's talking about or some version thereof pretty quickly. So which makes sense. I mean, you're there to watch that streamer, right? That is. those side conversations really don't make sense, and sometimes throw this off game a little bit. You're right, because I've got the correct number of blocks sitting in. Cat will move. Not the correct number of blocks. That's exactly in a cat. There we go. Sorry, cat. As much as I'd love to feed you the beacon someday, it's happening. By the way, I still have this one being ultra noisy, so we don't have it without sounds yet. About dinner time. We'll take the time you need. I mean, to here all together or lurk or whatever works. That's fine. That's good dinner time. Okay. That makes sense. So just taking a look at the world clock on my watch here. Okay, cool. I figured since I had a half decent world clock face available to my Apple Watch, I might as well throw it up there once in a while, and then I can get a ballpark idea where what time it is when people are matters, but back. Faster for everything. Ooh, yum. You're gonna make me hungry, Creef. Mix and match. Thanks for action. Time already. Cats have got me. Oh, one of the things I think, even though I've got the beacon set up over here, and it's somewhat in place, I think what I'm actually going to do is do a little bit of this and a little bit of that today. Possibly decorating, but one of the things I'm going to need is I'm running myself out of shulker boxes. With crazy trips to through there and everywhere, and a few of my farms running longer than and I've now got excess things I want to store. Like, this is where most of my shulker boxes ended up, because it's logs and oak planks and that. And then birch. I mean, that's just a result of taking down the... So, I think I'm going to keep the cats down. Cats in. Right. And then before I run and see about grabbing some more shulkers. I've actually never been out to the farm directly. First set of shulkers I had was they were I can't remember who gave what they gave them to me, but they were definitely courtesy of Winner. 4, 5. 2. Here. Hey. Oh, you too. Sit down. Go. Sit. Attention. Oh, happiness. Wait, sure. Lucky. All else fails. Turn off the pretties like normal people, and box. Empty. I brought those meeting hall, which is noisy half the time. Wait, noisy today. I'm not hearing a lot of games, so if you guys need more, please do. Might just work. I don't know about avocado toast with mac bacon and cheese, but both dishes separately sound pretty good. Okay, I think it's my back. There. Not that the other ones are bad in any. It all looks dumb today. Might just shut them all off. But I have a horse on the. It's not coming through. Because I can't seem to reliably figure out how to get him back and forth. He's much more useful in the nether anyways. Those rare times where I have to go to, where I actually have somewhere to go that I can't get to. Wow. Bob Ross moment. Oh yeah, no, we've had plenty of what the heck elves. Of late, the biggest shift is that we normally only have to have what we consider a speedy meal on Mondays for our scout meeting night, but where that went. On, I guess. Only had to have them on scout meeting nights, but now we've got soccer on 2 other nights as well, so that stopping this that one. And Guardian Farm. Ooh. Football. And so just one of the other things to do off camera is I finally got round to finishing up the box. It's been long enough. Got everything in there from the last stream, and which is probably none too soon because we've got another stream up. Won't be this weekend, but it'll be the following weekend, so the 20 something, first 22nd, I think, or leave them off that day. Okay. The Black Path. Okay. Setting this off all fancy packs. Just part of it is the end stone. Doesn't look like end stone. A bit more like either a pitted piece of concrete or roll or what, but this one just because I like the see-through face. It's the flower and the alternate. Yeah. The endstone now looks like endstone. Nothing wrong with mix and match meals ever. Sometimes they're fun. Sometimes mix and match meals work really, really well when you've got leftovers as well. I mean, making them fresh is great because then when you've got people with different preferences, it works because then they can have something they like. Well, let's go somewhere that we haven't. Anything I need from the Guardian farm. Can't think of anything I need from the Skilly farm. One of the things I do have is I've got one box of stuff to drop off at the store, cafe, shop, whatever thing, and so I might as well do that while I figure out where I'm at. I don't think I've been to the shop out cheaters or that's cool. I'm gonna bet you this donor miners, but it could. One of the beautiful things about having a Java server being able to handle maps effectively. This crazy little steel building down there, that's mine. It actually looks better in the maps here than it does on my journey map. Things dropped off. Originally, my plan for today had been actually to finish off the Woodland Mansion, but I got on a roll last night. Got a lot more done than I thought I would, so I figured I would just stop then. When the server restarts in 30 minutes, we will take a Lego break, but we will be back. And if anybody wants steps either before or after that, just there in the. Hi. Uh-oh. That's not good. Well, looks like we have some boo on that. Secondary door still intact. First one is a bit changed. Here I'm waiting for. I just need to put together some gold armor and some diamond armor and get them both enchanted up to look. And then needs more iron. That looks really bizarre. I'm not using any back, so whatever. It needs another stand, and it had iron armor on it, so dropping off the iron inside, but well, that part's in good shape. This room, okay, so don't think I brought a sign, but that. Ow. Stuff looking hard. Can't miss. What did I do? Ew. That up there. Hey. Oh. Brian sort of answered me about the farm. It's the Black Path, which you guys have seen me. I'm about full with a construction like that. Might as well have told me that if I need to dance around 3 seasons, then in my head first. But that's okay. Axe. Where it went. Wondering. And then eventually, I'm gonna go grab some repair items. There's the wall. Not original. No, things change. So we got Piercing 4. We're slowly working our way towards the end of the list of books. I've only got about... or 5 more that I can put in here, including Soul Speed. Oh, I see. Duh. Of course, that makes plenty of sense, because walkers and all that. So on the other hand, I'm kind of glad I took the derailment, because that, this is going to bug me. Doesn't mean necessarily I have to do it on camera. So, throw it over here, because that'll finish off this row. And piercing isn't exactly a popular one, so it's not causing problems by not having it labeled really quickly. That one up there. Stairs. What that was all. Back. Grab the inner chest down here. That way, fuck. Not like. That'll work. Block down and a whole. Oh. Why that was. Funny what got blown off, actually. Item frames. Would have thought item frames. Okay. I will probably check out that farm. We'll see. Going there. Okay. What? That'll work. No, they're not neat. Okay. Visual. Wow, that is really janky. Far out. Uh, feeling good, like. Eh. Put back on him. Still gonna look weird, but at least it's less weird than what I've got. That was odd. Okay. I'm all cartoony now. In today, Ken. Back in, just see how this goes. Just want something I can work with. Drive me crazy. Okay, so I've done something really, but back it off. But I've blown up. No, I'm not going to spend the whole stream troubleshooting. That is a bit of wasted. Okay, let's just get to. The armor stand downstairs. And I don't see fix that. Or do I have the iron for a bucket? So I'll have to come back for it. Has to be back in box. Put up ready to with it. And have to go to the farm. Stuff. That's about all of what the garage. Okay, so the concept behind this weird stuff is well, hold on. Is this pockets and the Okay, so that's sort of like a coffee cup, and you've got some snack choices and drink choices to grab a book and chill. Now these empty frames, these are for where people can start putting books they've written into so people can read them. That's why I was going to put the writing supplies downstairs. I'll just go dump a few of those and then we're out of here. Just weirding me out. Boxes away just in case. Oh, I have a frame. So, enjoy your lurk, Creed. Have yourself a great day if I don't get to chat again. Bye again. Back here. There, those are my employees. Enough. Come back with probably leather armor for them. And it's not that bad, actually, how it looks. I've definitely done something janky because flowers in pots. Hey. Just because... Planted. Need to bring in some lapis for that anyway. Oh. Oh. Phone. Things away. Books. Books. Okay. Alright. That's it. About as good as I can do while I'm here. What? That sounds end ID. Allowed for my own taste. I'm heading is back into the nether. It's night. And I know I've got a bed handy. Up there. Less than it. But it's nice to see how the shopping district's along. Looks pretty good. Most of it is unproof. I can't break anything. Fucking up. I think I forgot my save. When I say books, where people can write their own, I don't want necessarily to prove Brian's books, but that's the concept. Fun for fun. Ending. Took a ride on the railway and arrived at my destination in one piece. End. Yes, I'm very happy. Like that. I do have a plan for next week. I don't know if it'll take prep. I just decided not to bonk my head against the pillager outpost ahead of time. We'll just what comes. We'll look into a little bit of tips and tricks on how to do a pillager outpost on your own. Just never done one, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to be doing a lot of test runs at it, because that just sounds kind of cheating. If I want to do something on stream, I'm going to die. But I do know I want the iron farm to produce a little bit more iron so I can make columns. But I don't hit them, then the worst they could do is just stand around. That's the plan. Decided that stream weekends are great for either bigger projects or trying something. I know I'm not saying a whole lot. Kind of nice having the kids be back at school. Just then it allows us to get a little bit back into our routine. So now I can't say we had a lot of routine. I hadn't been into soccer for very long. But it does seem a little busier for us. I stream Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in my mornings while they're at school, and then Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays is soccer, and then of course if we've got scout camp or whatever, that interrupts on Friday. So Thursday evening, do one of our few free evenings. Sure. See where we go from here. Now, yesterday I had people comment that I had choppy voice. There are a myriad of possible reasons for that. Pause for a second. There's a bunch of possible reasons for that, but one of them is that I have bumped my USB cable that runs my microphone, and I've bent it. I think I've got that solved, but no guarantee. So, like I said, I replaced the cable, but if that really ended up not being the problem, good point. If that ended up not being the problem, then yeah. May go in and out again. I'm still trying to nail down what all the issues are. Every time things seem fine, I run for a couple of streams, and then I up again. Wow. That's busy. Very, very busy. Everything's janky in Black Path. And kill. I know I'm going to regret it. 10 seconds flat, but can't get a whole lot worse than what I was seeing anyways. Black to me. Oh. Gotta. Ooh, so. I was having a conversation yesterday where I talking about being been named after a particular people, and I just thinking about that conversation, what just got me to sort of named after at the time. So that's where that conversation got me distracted a little bit. Not remember myself. Makes any sense? Go by the correct name, I guess. I'm just in so many different. It doesn't necessarily phase me as which. Thus far, this one is unproven. Thus far. Promises. Better glimpse. Wonder if inventory is not busted. Better pay. Something to be broken. I've been playing around with some of the sounds. I don't have end sounds yet. I need to add an Enderman. I got noises for it, I just haven't added that yet. But I've got a few overworld sounds in preparation for and bug me. Don't have any nether sounds on the nether that people generally wouldn't get me with. On the other hand, as I don't, I would probably be extra jumpy to when I stepped in the lower levels of it anyway. Maybe it's worth it. I don't want to overdo it in terms of sounds, but sometimes when I'm in another stream and somebody mentions a noise or something that they would like to have. Oh yeah, that reminds me of this other sound that I've been meaning to put in, and there. The general result, is you get some funky ones. Example, and I've showed this one off the other day. One of my latest favorites, which I did fix this time, is... that one. There we go. Play, maybe it won't. Hit the right button, it might play.
We interrupt this program to annoy you and make things generally irritating.
Which I think really says a lot about my squirreling. I think the other part of it is I just like Monty Python quite a lot. So we do have Monty Python rejoicing sound from Monty Python and the Grail. That is in there. Yes, it works this time. I had duplicated another instruction when I built that exemption, and just neglected to change the sound pointing to at the other end. There's a lot of things that are 3-second fixes, and the other parts that aren't 3-second fixes are the ones that you blame us because it's janky and seems to go all over the place. It's the scenic route. Although it would help if I eat, but I don't have to not able to run. Excuse me, sir. So I will say that didn't make a whole lot of difference. But yeah, so I'm looking at different sounds and ways of spicing up the stream, partly because some of my squirreling is just a complacency factor. Trying to find ways to keep myself on my toes in the first place. Dude! The other part of it is Enderman. I really should get around to lighting up a hole under my base. Oops. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to do that on stream. It might have made it to today's bit of this and that theme, I guess. But I got into the game, first thing that occurred to me was just dealing with the shulker mess. I was playing musical shulkers last night, just enough what I wanted to do. Whereas I'd rather be able to just dump things and then not necessarily them on stream. Sorting took probably about 25 minutes. I would have saved myself a lot of time if I did during the chopping down process. Keep returning to this old shelter. the previous shulkers just to try and make full before I moved on to the new. But I had enough random stuff that I couldn't just know people. I will say this is a little more scenic than I expected. When Creep said it's a long path, he meant it. Okay. Oh, it's no longer black. Look up and you'll see it. Well, aha. Back. What yours? Give you there. My number one goal with this sort of thing is not touch, and because if I touch stuff, I don't know why I just looked at it. That's cool. Wait 1 minute. Well, that would be then. Go for Lego. Try to... We'll get ourselves a Lego screen. Good.
Quick test. Okay. I have no idea why, but the camera did not pick up any audio today. I'm not going to argue with it. We'll just move on. So, Where we left off yesterday, we have 3 fluffy heads. You can see these. They all have different looks, 1, 2, and 3. And I'm just going to move that down because that's my iPad, just so that I can see what the conversation is. Alrighty, so we have this piece here, which is lighting. There we go. So we've got a chunk that's probably going to be Fluffy's body. A couple of leg pins sticking out and stuff. So we're on next page. And I think we're putting together the tail in this case. So we've got some more. Which ones are these? It's these little, they look like little Y-shaped pieces. I don't know how well you can see that. They're little tiny thingies. And they're supposed to have one of those with like a little horn-shaped piece. And we've got a flat bit. There we go. These aren't exactly the most ideal conditions. Let's see if I can get the camera any closer for you without totally messing up the scene. Great. And we'll show it. Close enough. Alright, I can sort of see where we're at. That's a little bit better. So we've got a horn bit on the end here, and then there's a flat bit, and that allows them to hinge together. And it just goes on the back side of the main base. Okay, and I'll give one more step because I took long enough getting this rolling that there's a possibility this server has already restarted. Oh, 2 pieces stuck together, I think. Nope. Not what I want. I've got a square with a hole on the end, and apparently I want a flat piece. The 2x2 half depth, I guess. And that just goes on the main chunk right in front of the tail. Looks like it goes right over top of the bump, I believe. There we go. And then we've got 4 of, oops, not that one. 4 little pieces that have a single, like a 1x1 with an extra bump on the side. And they just space 2 and 2 out, right in front of the piece that we just put on. 1 and oops, 2 and 3 and 4. So we can see we've got 2x2 bumps sticking out here, and the same on the other side. Okay, and now we want a square flat. We're gonna put up this one. It goes over the front chunk. And one flat 2x1. This goes right in behind the bumps we've added. And last piece for this particular round is a strange shaped piece that looks kind of like a puppy claw. So I honestly thought that these were going to be Fluffy's claws, but apparently not. Either that or we're going to do this whole thing I just did 4 times, but I don't know. Okay, so it goes this way on the end. And there we are. So that is our piece for now. So we have the tail piece, or whatever this is, it just goes up and down, and then a little shape there, and a couple of more bumps to work with. So let's just check and see if the server has got itself rolling again.
So here we are, back on the server. It looks like, so far, are cooperating. Not Enderman yet. Big key in that is yet. Part of this is a bit of an exploration, because I haven't actually been out here yet. I've offered a tour a couple of times, but just didn't have the opportunity to. Not really sure how this is pretty. Of course, you can assume that this shall. Gas on my part though. That would be it. One would AFK. Cool. Ideal. While I'm here, okay, so appears to be. Nothing. So a little bit extra. Water below. We've got these guys over here that are anyways, did the there's love to and spawn all of this. A map give me a whole lot. I think I will definitely come back after stream. Not that I can't do it on. Not excited. Stand here for. That's good to see. I've never been out here before. Improvement on that. I think is worth the trip. I do apologize for meandering route of Black Path. Now that you jump into the void and chest. While I'm doing this, means that I'm not gonna. I'm gonna go back to the base. Impromptu decorating. But I ran across a previous stream, but there's a black bicycle design, or well, it would be made in black, that I would use to represent Father Brown Mystery, Estrogen. It's anachronistic of the bicycle that was used in Father Brown show, but mind has a different connection as well. The actor who played Father Brown series also in the Harry Potter movies, and he played Arthur Weasley. So I've got a bit of a soft spot for that particular thing. The show made it fun, though they've transposed the time from to making. I did talk a little bit about war. Could have been the second roll. And I'm itching to build the bike. But it'd be far too large for a player to ride because Minecraft's I'm still struggling to represent for full from the egg. Fortunately, into much. Traveled a little bit, but it was getting invited to or living in a small town and no real distinct or two novels with Marple in. Some books have a cover where all the time their interpretation focus on that. Change from novel, well, I mean, original books are novel to novel, being covers novel to novel. Series that have been made. Angela Lansbury, but that wasn't the one I liked the best. So she's sort of the really smart yet very meddlesome old lady. Just the one that everybody seems to feel talking to. Oh, audio's always. Okay, let's see if that's any better. I doubt it, but there's a slim chance. Heads up. If it is that, if that did definitely solve it, I'm pretty sure I know exactly what's going on. I'm gonna make guesses out loud until things are clear. Worst of the audio cutting in and out. Worst of the audio cutting in and out than the last couple. It's bad before that, but okay. So I've swapped cables and I Spotify down a little bit. Because I may end up be back at the drawing board to try and figure out audio from scratch again. I don't know why things are fussy the way they are, but when I do the recordings and listen back, Murphy's Law, they're fine. But when we've got live on stream, things go south. So something is thick on my end, and I don't know what I've changed since it was smooth last. So I'm going to have to start peeling away different layers and see what I might be doing and or running at the same time that could be trying to have problems. On the bright side, for your sake, it's 1/4 after, so it means we don't have to run the stream the full length. Could always just cut it short. Disappointing, but not impossible. I do apologize for additional silence. That's actually just because I'm not quite sure where my head's at today, but it definitely meant I just need to take a few seconds to not say much rather than saying what was really on my mind, which would not have been family friendly. So, torch the key. I don't think I did. Well, let's head home. Thursday. It's a good thing it's Thursday, because when it's Thursday and stuff goes sideways, days to think about things, fun things, and get my headspace adjusted before I try again next week. And hopefully I'll be able to iron out some of the mistakes, or not mistakes, sorry, tech surprises, I guess, before it gets to stream weekend. Nobody likes a stream weekend where you've got tech issues in. For someone who has trouble letting go of issues, then if something like that crashed on stream weekend, I'd feel kind of embarrassed. Barely. Yep. Just because I have to get my headspace in place. Anyway, we're gonna head back and see if there's about a little bit of decoration before a day, so I'm quickly grabbing layout I was using for find it quick enough. For anybody who actually uses Microsoft Edge for their bookmarks, I do not recommend that you mix them up, or mix up your favorites with favorites mobile devices. The reason I say that is because 2 or 3 times now it had things either appear to duplicate, or they've suddenly changed their order, and it's not just alphabetization. Sometimes things have moved, and I know I'd sorted them, but then they were something very different. So it's like the two systems controlling Microsoft Edge favorites, whether it be the mobile version or the desktop version, they're not compatible with each other in a super friendly way. They're supposed to be. Microsoft touts them as compatible with one another, but not. Huh. Well. Name this guy at some point, but I'm weird to name it. Feeling that box is not died yet, so would not have shown up as a Tomazon. I have some lovely people on our server or on Dadcraft server who put together some really nice pictures, I guess, for Shulk boxes, and they've look alike, but they called it Tom. One of our was very good at just delivering things. But yeah, Brian Stoner Miner could probably use another one, or could. In this server, sometimes it's Stoner Miner was on, other times it's it's Minecraft. Let's go with first layout I can find. There we go. So I'm pulling up on another screen here. Mentioned in the past that the IWL company, the company that made the Dragons Orient Express, they have actually kindly put online a lot of their layouts of what the rooms would look like. Show you what it looks like out corridor side and what it looks like on the regular side. And I'm just trying to show you guys a picture of what an interior But unfortunately, the only thing I can find is nowhere near period. Well, with the layouts. So first thing I'm gonna do beds. Full and we need that. The other thing is, of course, we're doing apartment barriers, and that's going to eat some of the space in our car. So 10 beds might actually be too many. That's okay. And into this. Oh. All right. They also, every one of these ones had a sort of wash stand in the corner. Add more water to them. But I can't. Okay. So. But okay. Once again, the first character is actually going to luggage wagon. Part of what the idea was that there would be a door slide over, but earlier design that I'd looked at was blocks of lapis. Aside from being expensive in a survival world, so you can imagine the difference. feeling, but so first compartment. It's like a public toilet because they don't act. Let's say 19 privacy. I'm gonna have to to the width of the wall. Good riddance. Actually, it's there. Water closet. And after we purpose it. So in this corner on this side, what they would actually do have for the staffer room, it's put on a chair. They often have it like cockeyed, so it's into the. But you can't do that. And possibly a one with the cabin people. Often like a. Are often cramped. Yeah, okay. Doors.
Hello.
We have a challenge. Hello, Peregrine. Great, but having to skip the little sink. It's just there we go. Unit 1, the less done, and then I can run that up to this. Whatever. Or then you, yeah, can't or block space. That's okay. Well, I'm skipping the water. I think it's worth it. Let's look. That corridor. Oh. Or when you don't. Balls don't like. Trick to it. Is it eat? Getting some of the idea of what's going on. Yeah, so the corridor is all coming down this side as people board the train. And they on the corner. And now, during the daytime, it's actually been irritable. Other out to basically, ouch. Betting on that. So, that was amazing. Okay. For Peregrine, yeah, my mic is in and out. I'm aware that I've got some problems that I can't seem to report at the moment. Let me just try one more time to see if I can swap it. I was fine until I connected a set of earphones, and then everything went completely and utterly wonky. Sound setting. Oh, I know what happened. I think. Maybe. So, yeah, I brought in the Lego thing yesterday and it really, yeah, I have to do something different with that because I'm trying to make it through to the end of the street. Cover? Likelihood is not there. My train. That'll be funny. Or I need more doors and walls. chairs. Just stick with the odd chair like that, but I'm gonna go with lighter, the white like that's I think a bit lighter. Like it's the daytime couch. Not everybody's at nighttime. That's one. Last one. I got 4 layout, please. Can't do. What they're actually doing in the real world was that instead of having the walls square, actually have angled, so out, and you'd have thing in this corner, other jut out would be here, and the beds would be on opposite sides. But I'm unfortunately have duplicated all the way along just to put the bed back to back with. Doesn't work. That's a shame. What am I going to do at the end one? You know, I think I'm going to throw bins and just do bathroom cabinet. Done. Bed unit. But I'm probably also going to have to clear the door. Out. Children put it. Reference. Won't be enough space for that unit. I'd actually just staff her down and that way you fit. Let people that way. Loaded up a farming mod pack that Deb suggested. Huh. So that sounds like a fun North American style farming pack. On the less common side, and I like it. But go find some. I'll just go grab the entire booker this time because I know. With the dark wood theme interiors, partly because darker wood in the time would have given a sense of elegance to the room, so it would have been quite popular. It's a little overdone in craft, but got torches. So I need iron. That's wool. Turn them into lanterns, nuggets. Torch. Ah. Did 8. I made 10 beds. Here. First. Pardon me. we go. Part of what the beacon was all about, right? Then we can run back and forth effectively. Let's hope I don't get told. Back in the. Sure. That's. All right. That one. Kind of like when I'm really insofar as field train really hard to get around without bumping into things and you can anyway. To some extent that's accurate. Doors in trains, somewhat inconsistent whether they open outwards or inwards. Often it's outwards just for the comfort of the guests, and though that doesn't make a whole lot of sense in Minecraft either. People often say either they're hitting you with the door or something. I would love to. I'd love to put that's kind of cramped. I don't know. Yep. Going a little faster than I expected. I'd be able to get a bit more deep. There's trade-offs, isn't there? Thought about. Not thinking. Yeah, elephants are, but it's so loud. But I guess that's semi-accurate. If you could tell us whether or not it is. Elephants being loud. Sure, they probably have some level of volume control, but how loud generally that hits. Sure. Out. One way. Actually, way as well. Open space. Left. Oh, actually, step all over. Trick. Oh. Trick that Julie Bean gave me does not apply to doors. Up. backward. I can get. Oh. We're making some slow progress on the. And then the other one like this, other car like this is actually a car. Don't necessarily have dining car in the world for this train, but craft and all. Need one. Okay. Oh. In Nesh, so but if they up the I'd like a third level. Down from this. But in order to beat the train, I probably should. Because get the direction I need by just scaffolding inside it. I can. So, we're 10 minutes till the end, and my voice is probably popping in and out. Popcorn and theater. But that said, so next week's plan will be Minecraft, any prep. Or not the streams for this stream weekend. That's the main goal. Whatever, Wednesday we're back to Riven again. Figured out that sheet I had, written by someone who did the game, that they completely overlooked an area. So I was trying to figure out why I knew something that never had revealed in the game, and that occurred to me. So there's a section that I'd forgotten we had not explored in that games. There'll be some backtracking and catch up where we're at. Beyond that, Thursday again will be any more prep for the weekend if there's any required. I'm not sure where else to go with that at the moment because, of course, it always changes as you go. Next week, designed as prep for that weekend. If not, then it might be prep for the bicycle. As I said, I really want to build that one. I'm excited about it. Partly because I've settled on an idea for that character who had been studying me. Well, not sure. Now that I have a rough idea, then I'd like. Again? Yeah, I'm gonna have to bust out part of this place one way or the other. Probably for getting these side ones up. The floor's not bad, but the walls are proving challenging if I want to level. But hey, things in Minecraft that are built are made to be busted, broken. It works. They say measure twice, cut once when it comes to world materials. When it comes to Minecraft, it's build 3 times, take it down 4. Those. Yeah, we've got some work to do to try and force things to incorporate the way we like them. Other than that, oh, and lots of technical issues to work. Yeah. Inexplicable why things do or don't work one day and are different the next. Yeah, that's the short version of the plan for next week. Think of what's going. There may be opportunity to have an out of band stream, but a lot of that at the moment will be predicated on my headspace, whether or not I can get some technical issues sorted out, particularly the microphone. That one is highly puzzling to me. Why things work one day and don't work. So, yeah, that one very frustrating. But that I'd have to have a plan. Figure out more of what the plan. Man. The other thing is, in between, I think I may try and arrange for stream weekend just to have a bit more of a tour of my server, because I've been a little bit insular, not necessarily trying to be antisocial today, but not very effective at learning how to use stuff. Resulting effect is that people are being very, very helpful. I mean, they've built them; they're amazing. I want to be able to try and say, "Hey, I've figured out how to use them." Always have to do things to gives them more opportunity. So, I mean, for some people, that helping others out is what they do. That works for them. Yeah. Oh. Where to go? I need to look up a bunch more of the, like, you know, distractor stuff, such as good news stories and so forth. Those lately, and so the conversation's gone a little bit sideways. Approach. Oh. That was not great, my oh. Weird. If I have to bust out the side of the wall, I will bust out this. That's okay. The idea is there, so you can see that we'd go down the corridor. The lighting would be inside, so I would probably... But in this case, I think that might work well, having the... Because otherwise it just might be a little claustrophobic. May not put lighting out there. A lot of the trains did have light in the hall. I want to put out the doors. So yeah, but that's the general idea. Next up, train would be a dining car. Like I mentioned before, it's not period, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna make it comfy. And then we've got the observation car. This end, I just have to finish up putting together a lot of the item frames. I can't trade them for my villagers in spite of having so many villagers. So I need to go and clobber a bunch of items. Fine, we'll do. Figure out what to put in the item frame. That would look okay, but carpet runner's not bad. This isn't logos. Thought I'd planned that. A few more things to work on. But pop out and see how things show outside. Do they show from the outside? The other thing I'm going to do is try and nail down which of my photos got handy. Baggage car interior. That won't take long to do though, because it's mostly a big space. But you can start to see the doors through the window. So I like the way that's looking. Get the lights. I'm somewhat pleased with that. So, in the end, we had a bit of a wandering around. As we'll go get cats. See how much iron we've got, because I'm going to do a bit of trading in between to try to get... Oh, right. Actually, it's going to bug me, so I'm going to try of the for damage to the store. We need to fix the door. Air door. Non-functional right now. It's open, thankfully, but it's not the direction we're going. So I'm going to fix that between... Maybe that'll be a project for this afternoon, we'll see. So, sometimes putzing is just what needs to be done. There are some players that I was watching other streamers, like for example JMO the show last night, and like, I don't do a whole lot of mining, or I don't do a whole lot of stuff off camera, but everything is on camera, and that's their style. They enjoy doing it that way. Pardon me. And so I guess what that says to me is just that it's, while it might not be riveting content, sometimes necessary content is not necessarily taboo. Troubleshooting is not taboo either. However, I find it just, on my part, I feel like it's tacky. I can do better. Or I should do better. But, you know, happens. Problems happen. Okay, let's find a good spot to end off. Nice little plateau. Back this way. There was some train in the background. Right. So, I'm going to switch the end screen and then we'll see if we can find someone to trade. And I want to say I appreciate everybody who was able to come today. It was always great to have you guys aboard. I apologize for the spaciness, the audio issues, and the lack of progress on anything. But I want to say thank you so much for dropping by nonetheless. I appreciate your perseverance. Hopefully things will get better from here. As for rateables... not a whole lot. I think we're going to check out Groova today. So please say hi to Groova, and I don't know how long I'm going to be sticking around. I want to troubleshoot those issues as possible, but I'll drop in, say hi, and stuff as well. So thank you so much, and have yourselves a great day.
Miscliff managed.